Team MER fields no less than 6 MX5s in the Playboy MX5 Racing Series. One of the challenges faced by this team is how to take the tire technology that exists today and apply it to race setup. This is Jason Sandy, he's the owner of the team, and how do you take what you learn on the racetrack from the drivers and from your computers and adjust the tires to perform at their best?
Well, you know, it's a tricky situation for sure. First of all, BFG gives us a fantastic tire, and they give us a lot of engineering support. Obviously, they have engineers here. They give us data off of the tires, temperatures, pressures, and that sort of thing, and give us recommendations. But what we do is get that information collected ourselves, get feedback from the drivers, look at the data, and really try, you know, in our test sessions, we try different tire pressures, you know, different camber settings, and we can look at the temperatures and really dial the tire in for maximum performance.
And with 6 cars, obviously, in this instance, maybe more is better.
All right, thanks very much, Bill Stevens. While we were away, leader Brad Rampelberg having a little bit of a problem on the racetrack. Take a look at this, Elliott. He pushed a little too hard here.
Yeah, that's the same thing. You know, he's pushing as hard as he can, and he used a little more road than I think he planned on using. He'd opened up a gap. That'll close it down a little bit, as we see here. The guys have been able to close up, and, you know, when you do that big slide, the tires go off for just a little bit because you get a little more heat in them than you want in them, and you want to save those tires. And so it's not going to be easy for him to get to the end. They've got a few laps left, and he's going to have to work for it.
And a lot of times we talked about tire temperatures and making sure you cool your tires, you don't overcook them. We saw Evans make the mistake that cost him the lead a moment ago. Brad's gone off now twice. He lost ground the first time over on the backside when he put the right rear off. That time it didn't cost him the lead. Is Evans in a situation now, young driver from Powell, Ohio, first year in this series, where he can kind of take it a little easier, let the tires cool, and make one run at this? We've got probably 5 laps to go here.
You know, you can run a little easier in second place, as we talked about a little bit, that you can catch that up a little bit on the straightaway, and he can cool them down, and hopefully he has over the last couple laps, that he's not using him quite as hard so that he can save something for the end. And Rampelberg now is the one that's out in the lead, using up his car a lot, and see if he can get something done there. So it's going to be a little bit tough for him. And oh, here we go. Carpenter has come through this whole group. He's passed Malkasian, he's passed Combs, he's passed Lionel Kent, and gone to the lead of this pack now.
Yeah, Mark Carpenter in the GGS Technical Publications entry out of Charlotte, leading this group of cars. This was the second group, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. And now the 9th place car has caught up. But what's happened, as you say, is that Mark Carpenter has got the bit in his teeth and has gotten by all of these guys.
Yeah, well, earlier he was leading this group, and somehow
went to the back.
He went off, going to the back. But, you know, what's interesting is we've been watching the front guys, and we have seen no passing whatsoever, yet Carpenter's gone by 4 cars in the last couple laps. So he's making some good moves someplace, or a lot of these guys are making mistakes as these cars are going off. So it shows you how hard the guys up front are going to have to be working to make the cars go as fast as they're going at the end of the race.
Now the white machine in the middle of that group is Dan Bender. He's the local driver here. Member here at Autobahn, kind of a one-off weekend for him in the Playboy Mazda MX5 Cup Pro Series. Does a lot of laps here. He's done a very nice job again. Bender at the moment sitting 7th.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, you look at the back of this pack, the black car that we see at the left side back there.
Yeah, Joel Weinberger at the 66. Yeah.
He started dead last.
Yeah.
And he's worked his way up to here, and that's another look. Here we go.
Bender trying to get inside Lionel Kent for position. That's Bender in the Autobahn 18. The Bulldog Productions car of Kent, who's won a race in this series this year. And Kent right there in 6th position having to defend. Here comes Jesse Combs. The Cool Gas 77 to the inside.
That's what happens when you try and make a move and it doesn't work out right. You can cost yourself a position. It doesn't look like it did here, but boy, that's what happens there is you make a move to the inside, you lose a little momentum because you have to back off for the other car, and it can cost your position. Fortunately, he was able to hold on to it, but it looks like what he's done is he's been smooth out there, and he's got a little more tire than the other guys do at this time in the race, so that's a great thing.
Inside 10 minutes to go. Working lap number 13 of what we expect will be 17 laps today in this 45-minute timed event. Aram Alkasian puts the left rear off as they exit that right-hand corner. That opens the door for, I believe, Jeff Mosing back there to perhaps pick up a spot on Aram Alkasian.
Yeah, it looks like, they're going to go side by side, but it's okay for Mosing because the next corner coming up is right-hander, so he'll be in the right position for that, so he's okay.
This is for 9th and 10th under contest now, and Mosing has taken over 9th, back to the leader of this group, Mark Carpenter in 5th spot there in the AMG entry. That's the GGS 14.
Yeah, it looks like Lionel Kent wants to get back by again, as does Malkasian wanting to get back by Mosing. But these guys are having a great race, too, and it's for 5th place. But, boy, it's just as serious as is up front.
Carpenter, Kent, and Dan Bender. And here comes Jesse Combs up alongside Bender now. Combs in the red cool gas car. He's going to go outside in, doesn't have any place to go.
He wants to go someplace, he just can't get there. But it's, it's tough. The cars, you think, I got to run at him. But the other guy goes deep on the brakes and you just can't get by. And that's what Bender did. He went really deep on the brakes. And Jesse thought he had a run and it absolutely didn't work for him. But it looks like Carpenter's actually pulling away from Lionel Kent here just a little bit now.
Late in the going here at Autobahn Country Club, second of our doubleheader events this weekend for the Playboy Mazda MX5 Cup machines. Brad Rampelberg still your leader, trying to double up here. Back with more in Joliet.